some of the things that are challenging in our continued efforts in the departments, things that we're really we're working hard on. So this past year we've had multiple critical incident debriefs. A lot of people don't think that very much happens in Corcoran, but our officers deal with some pretty substantial incidents, and we do everything that we can to keep them well and give them the resources to make sure that they're operating at their best. We're continuing to do that, but as you've seen how much hiring we've had to do, how we're bringing people on board, we're dealing, our folks are dealing with a lot of stuff, and so far we've got a tremendous team that's proven to be very resilient. But the critical incidents are, you know, there's several a year that are happening, and we're working through them. We still, the personnel and shift coverage, just by trying to make sure that we're getting coverage at the peak times, is, you know, our officers have to be flexible. It's not always in their best interest. They do the best that they can to make sure that we have the coverage where we need it. Since our retirement in February, we've had an open spot since March. We've interviewed a handful of people, and the ones that we've interviewed, we haven't been willing to lower our bar for. So we have had an open position since March. And that decision actually has been made by a lot of in that first round interview, is one of our sergeants and our patrol officers. And they're the ones that actually, to their credit, saying, this isn't someone we can bring on to our team. And so they hold a very high standard for our department and our city. But it costs them. They miss time off, they miss family events, because they know they're not gonna have the coverage that we need all the time. And they're still trying to do it right. So I credit them for making some of those decisions, but we need people and we need to find ways to get them. And we'll talk about that as we get into the positions that we're talking about upcoming, that the IC Poet grant, that's one of the tools we hope to use. I would say even if we don't get the grant, we need people however we can get them, and we need good people. Not to the degree that we're willing to sacrifice our standards, but if we have a good candidate, I would plead with the council that we consider to get any good candidate that we can on board to make sure we bolster those numbers. We're in a good spot compared to other cities. There are cities that are in far worse spots than ours. I'm happy that we're in a spot that we can still be selective, because a lot of cities don't have that luxury.